Buying a TV in 2025 isn't as simple as it used to be. Walk into any electronics store or browse online, and you're immediately hit with a wave of acronyms: OLED, QLED, MiniLED. Each promises stunning picture quality, next-gen performance, and the ultimate viewing experience. But what do these terms actually mean? And more importantly, which one is the right choice for you? In the description, you can find links to the best TVs. In this video, we're going to break it all down in plain English. No confusing tech jargon, just real talk about how these technologies work, what they're best at, and how to decide which one fits your needs, your room, and your budget. Whether you're a movie buff, a sports fanatic, a gamer, or just want a great TV for everyday use, by the end of this video, you'll know exactly which screen to pick. Let's dive in. First up is OLED, which stands for Organic Light Emitting Diode. That might sound complicated, but here's what really matters. OLED panels don't need a backlight. Each pixel is self-lit, meaning it can turn on and off independently. This is what gives OLED its legendary contrast. When a pixel is off, it's truly off, producing perfect blacks with zero light bleed. This makes OLED TVs ideal for darkroom viewing. Think movie nights with the lights off, where deep shadows and rich colors really pop. You get incredible picture quality, razor-thin screens, and wide viewing angles that don't wash out from the side. But OLED isn't perfect. It doesn't get quite as bright as some of its competitors, which can be a drawback in very bright rooms. And there's also the lingering concern of burn-in, where static images like logos or HUDs from video games might leave a faint ghost image if displayed for long periods. That said, modern OLEDs have come a long way with technology that helps reduce the risk. If you want the most cinematic picture possible, OLED is tough to beat. Now let's talk about QLED, which stands for Quantum Dot Light Emitting Diode. Despite the fancy name, QLED is essentially a variation of traditional LED/LCD technology. It still relies on a backlight to illuminate the screen, but with a special quantum dot layer that enhances color accuracy and brightness. QLED TVs can get very bright, brighter than OLED, making them a great choice for daytime viewing or bright living rooms with lots of windows. Sports, daytime TV, and content that benefits from vibrant colors and dynamic range look fantastic on a QLED screen. Another benefit is that QLED panels are generally more resistant to burn-in, which makes them a safer bet for gamers or people who leave static images on screen for long periods. However, since QLED still uses a backlight, it can't match the true blacks and contrast levels of OLED. In dark scenes, you might notice some blooming, a glow around bright objects on dark backgrounds. Manufacturers try to minimize this with local dimming zones, but it's still a limitation of the technology. If you want a bright, colorful, and reliable screen for a variety of uses, especially in a well-lit room, QLED could be the sweet spot. Now let's look at MiniLED, the newest contender in this trio. As the name suggests, MiniLED uses much smaller LEDs in its backlight system, thousands of them, compared to just a few hundred in older LED TVs. This allows for far more precise control of brightness and contrast. MiniLED bridges the gap between OLED and traditional LED/LCD. It offers improved black levels and better contrast than standard QLED thanks to tighter local dimming control. It also retains the high brightness that makes QLED great in bright rooms. In fact, some of the best TVs in 2025 are MiniLED models, delivering premium performance at a slightly more affordable price point than OLED, especially in larger screen sizes. That said, MiniLED still uses a backlight, so it doesn't achieve the absolute black levels of OLED. But it comes close, especially on high-end models with thousands of dimming zones. There's also no risk of burn-in, and the longevity and brightness make it a great option for both everyday use and serious home theaters. MiniLED might be the most balanced option right now, combining many of the strengths of OLED and QLED with fewer trade-offs. When it comes to pure picture quality, OLED is still king for contrast and cinematic visuals. Watching a movie in 4K HDR on a high-end OLED is simply stunning. The detail in shadows, the rich blacks, the subtle highlights, it's all there. QLED, on the other hand, punches back with color and brightness. Watching sports or fast-paced content on a QLED screen can feel incredibly vibrant and sharp. MiniLED gives you a hybrid of both, better contrast than QLED, higher brightness than OLED, and fewer compromises overall. For color accuracy, OLED and Mini-LED tend to edge out QLED slightly, though high-end QLEDs are no slouch. Viewing angles are best on OLED, with MiniLED and QLED trailing a bit, depending on the panel type. Gamers, listen up! All three technologies can deliver excellent performance, but there are differences worth noting. OLED TVs have extremely fast response times and low input lag, making them a favorite among console and PC gamers. The visual quality is unmatched, and features like HDMI 2.1, VRR, variable refresh rate, and 120Hz refresh rates are now common on most OLED models. A QLED also performs well for gaming, especially Samsung's higher-end models, which support the same gaming features and often include game mode enhancements for better performance. And with no risk of burn-in, QLED might feel like a safer long-term investment if you're gaming for hours at a time. Mini-LED TVs are emerging as serious contenders in the gaming space. Their fast response, high brightness, and deep contrast make them great all-around performers. Plus, like QLED, they're more resilient to static images. In short, OLED gives the most immersive experience, but Mini-LED and QLED might be more practical for heavy gaming sessions. Now let's talk about money. OLED used to be extremely expensive, but prices have come down dramatically over the last few years. Still, if you're shopping for a large screen, say 75 inches or more, OLED will cost more than similarly sized QLED or Mini-LED TVs. QLED tends to be more affordable, especially in mid-range sizes. You can get a solid 55 or 65-inch QLED with great performance without breaking the bank. Mini-LED sits somewhere in between. Entry-level models are close in price to QLED, while premium Mini-LEDs approach OLED territory in cost, but often deliver better value at larger sizes due to the performance per dollar ratio. In terms of longevity, all three technologies are solid, but QLED and MiniLED tend to have the edge in brightness degradation over time. OLED panels can dim slightly after years of use, but modern TVs are far more durable than early models. So which one should you buy? If you watch movies in a dim room and want the best possible image quality, OLED is the way to go. It's unbeatable for contrast, color richness, and immersive visuals. If your living room is bright, you watch a mix of content during the day, or you want a TV that gets super bright and vibrant, QLED is a smart and often more affordable option. If you want a premium, all-around TV with great brightness, excellent contrast, solid gaming features, and minimal risk of burn-in, and you're willing to spend a bit more, MiniLED is a fantastic middle ground. And of course, your choice may also come down to specific models, deals, and personal preferences, which can vary brand to brand. Still unsure? Drop your questions in the comments. We read them all and love helping you make the right choice. Also, check the description below for links to our recommended models and updated pricing guides. If this video helped you, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more TV reviews and tech explainers, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.